FamOver.
Fam, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Thou, FamOver TV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, stopping by, whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is always advised. Salute to everybody out there on this good Saturday, man. We 3 days into the new year. We had a good stream New Year's Eve. Good 6-hour stream. They end up cutting it off though. They blocked the stream because played too many music videos and stuff. But we had a good time, man. Salute to everybody who tapped in, man. That little 6-hour stream took a whole lot out of me, man. Had me slowed up for a few days. I had to rest for a few days. But 2026 coming in with a bang. A lot of crazy stuff going on, y'all. I know y'all seen what just happened over in Venezuela. My boy Trizzy ain't playing. And I just seen a video too. I guess the people over there, they happy that the President Maduro, or whatever his name is, was captured. Cause they over there celebrating, knocking down his statues and stuff like that and everything. So maybe he was, you know what I'm saying, he wasn't treating his people right or something, but it's crazy work. We're going to get into a couple of those videos. Let's wait for a few people to fall in. Then we're going to look into these underground cities. Yeah, man. Y'all can think it's a joke if you want, but these underground cities is real. They got these bunkers. Well, I should have said bunkers. It's like bunkers, but it's like cities because they fully functioning underground. Got a lot of stuff going on under there. And they been had them. But we're going to get into all that, man. Salute to everybody that's in the chat already. Nudie, what up? Gervais, Jermaine, Solo, Midwest, Shoes, Mike, Buddha, 7 Days, Big Viral, Supreme. Salute to everybody, man. Right, so you right, Supreme, they was. It was definitely something going on because I got that notification. They was like, oh yeah, we blocking this video. I'm like, damn. But it's all good, man. They can't stop a good thing. Can't stop a good thing. For sure, for sure. We got a few people in here, man. We finna go ahead and get it started, man. I know people will start falling in once we get going. So let's get it rolling. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. You said they unsubscribed you. Yeah, man. They've been doing a lot of crazy stuff. I just seen up at the top, Mike said that he was leaving comments and they was erasing the comments, like they messing with the comments or something. So that's crazy. I don't know why they be doing that crazy stuff, man. That's so weird. Marquita, what's good? But I appreciate y'all tapping back in and subscribing back up when they do unsubscribe you or block you or whatever. Just know it ain't me or nothing. So I don't know what be going on. But let's go ahead and get it started, man. I hate that they be doing that though. Like why they be doing all that weird shit? A lot of people be telling me that, like, man, they unsubscribe me or my comments won't come on there or nothing. Like, come on, man. Y'all need to stop that, YouTube, for real. Salute to everybody, man. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's get it going.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is with the CIA is the CIA, their job is to collect intelligence on foreign adversaries. So, you know, there's no doubt in my mind that the CIA, alongside the NSA and the DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency, all these different intelligence communities were absolutely collecting information, not just on him, but probably on all of his close allies to figure out where they're at and you know, get him picked up, because this is what the CIA specializes in, is assassinating, running coups, etc. Right now, Iran is having protests all over Iran. The Mossad and the CIA are absolutely setting that up, because you know, the best thing that you could do is set up what they call a color revolution or a coup. And this is how you're able to destabilize and dethrone governments and get the regime change, which is what they're trying to do in...
From the President of the United States. The United States of America has successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow, according to the president. There will be a news conference, he says, today at 11 a.m. at Mar-a-Lago. He then punctuates it, as he often does, with thanks for your attention to this matter. It is signed by the president.
Trump had the U.S. military carry out a strike against Venezuela at 2 a.m. in the morning, fool. So everybody know that there's been growing tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela. But the part that people was unclear on is why. You remember it started ramping up when they bombed them people on a boat that was in the water that allegedly was coming over here to bring drugs. But like I told y'all before, there's way more other places that bring in drugs more than Venezuela. So could that really be the top reason? Now, a lot of people pointed out that Venezuela has a shitload of oil. Could that ultimately be the reason why we're over there? I know what I know already, but I want to hear from y'all down below in the comments on why y'all think this is happening.
Hey, and then Trizzy said he go put the people in there he want to run the country. He like, yeah, we're gonna replace them and put some people in there to run that country. I'm like, damn, like, how you gonna, like, you can do that? You can just capture a president and then put who you want to put in there to run it? That shit crazy. But like I said, I seen the videos. A lot of people, they were celebrating, like they was happy that Maduro was caught. So I don't know, man. I don't know. It's definitely something to it. It's all politics to this shit. You already know. D-Void was good. Danny was good.
And also, during this strike or this invasion, as you might say, Donald Trump said he successfully captured the president and his wife. I'm not going to speak too much, but I will agree in the comments because you know how shit works. But let me know y'all thoughts down below in the comments.
And maybe. Hey, and Trizzy started every year. Last year, he started off with a bang. Remember last year, he started fast, started doing a whole bunch of shit, trying to get shit, putting shit into orders, signing executive orders like fast. And then this year, a few days into the new year, he already pressing a button. He ain't playing no games, man. Or whoever controlling him. You know what I'm saying? You know somebody probably behind the scenes like, hey, you need to do this or something.
Be a very different result. But I have to say, they knew we were coming at some point, you know. We had a lot of ships out there. They sort of knew we were coming. We went through. But Congress will leak, and we don't want leakers.
President, you were one of the only people to watch this all play out live. What was Maduro doing when the U.S. forces entered what I assume would be his home? And also, was there any point where the U.S. was considering if Maduro pushed back or resisted killing Maduro?
It could have happened. It could have happened. He was trying to get into a safe place. You know, the safe place is all steel. And he wasn't able to make it to the door because our guys were so fast. They went through the opposition so fast. And there was a...
He was trying to go into a bunker, y'all. It's crazy because we're going to be talking about those bunkers in the end of this video. So
a lot of opposition. You know, people were wondering, do we get them by surprise? Sort of surprised, but they were waiting for something. It was a lot of opposition. There was a lot of gunfire. You saw some of it today. But he was trying to get to a safe place, which wasn't safe because we would have had the door blown up in about 47 seconds, they say on average, regardless of how thick the steel was. It was a very thick door. It was a very heavy door, but he was unable to get to that door. He made it to the door. He was unable to close it.
So was this Go ahead.
There's a guy.
Hey, the only thing I hate about this is y'all know when this type of shit be happening, like they don't report on it, but it be innocent civilians that be losing their lives too. Like they ain't gonna talk about that. Like it ain't just like they bombing just so like right there, just these exact points to where it don't harm no other innocent civilians. It definitely be some collateral damage, you know what I'm saying? And I hate that, you know what I'm saying? Because think about all those people, like just think about if you just was over there and then you just late at night, you start hearing and all these aftershocks and motherfucking missiles coming down, man. Like that gotta be a scary, scary sight and feeling, man. Salute the Baby Case Empress. Thank you for being a member for so long, always showing love and support. And thank you so much, Baby Case, man. The boss lady is in the building. Salute to everybody. Planet Max, good seeing all y'all, man. Let's keep it going. Let me show y'all this. Now see when your own people get to doing shit like that, that means you wasn't treating them too well. You know what I'm saying? He probably was gruesome over there. They probably happy his ass out of there.
By the name of Andrew Kovacs. Andrew Kovac is the executive, one of the executives and the spokesman for Turning Point USA. Now, Kovac, he basically sends a message to a YouTuber, some random YouTuber. I've never heard of him. This is where it gets weird. The guy gets a message. He wasn't supposed to disclose what Andrew said or what he sent to him. He accidentally discloses this message from Andrew, but the fact that he shows all this, showing that Erica Kirk, they're trying to figure out her whereabouts on September 8th. And there's reports of her being seen at Fort Huachuca. She sends a picture saying, hey, I couldn't have been there because I'm with my kids. Sends a screenshot. Mind you, we've never seen Erica Kirk's kids. Puts her finger over the kid's face, so we can't see their face. We don't know what the kids look like. She puts her finger over the picture and sends it, and this is what Andrew sent to the random YouTuber. So Fort Huachuca, it's the home, they call this the home of military intelligence. Now, this place, it's a massive military base where they do a lot of training, over 70,000 acres. So I think that the reason she was there is because of a few things. For one, her mom, Lori Fronsvy. So her company, E3 Tech Group, specializes in a very particular type of weaponry. This place, Fort Huachuca, specializes in electrical warfare. I've also looked into it, and this place is greatly known for being the largest unmanned aircraft systems training facility, aka drones. Now, what did I say that Charlie Kirk was killed by?
A fucking drone.
A drone.
Wow.
I'm done with this shit.
What if that's true, man? It just be so many theories and so much shit be coming up, man. Oh my God, man. I can't do nothing but just smile and say, wow. Shaking my head. For real.
How about the new thing in Minnesota with the Somalians? They sold, now it came out, the great U.S. attorney up there, they came out, think of this, $9 billion, and they think that's just the beginning. They stole, think of it, in their country, they live on nothing, they have nothing. They come here and they steal $9 billion. Are we stupid? I mean, how do we allow that to happen? But think of that, in Minnesota, this beautiful place, once beautiful, I don't call it beautiful, you got a governor who's a stupid person, and a corrupt. He's corrupt and stupid. But he allowed this to go on. He allowed this to go on. Everybody knew it was going on. But what nobody knew is over $9 billion. And the people of Minnesota are not happy.
Man, Trizzy so crazy. Why Trizzy always be doing his hands like this? 9 billion. He always do his hands like that and everything, man. Trizzy crazy. Hey, D-Void, it's so many theories to it. I don't know. But one theory I can't get out of my head is that projection. You know what I'm saying? Like, could it been a projection? Like, at first, I'm like, nah, like a hologram projection type thing. Like, I'm like, no, ain't no way it was too many people there. Like, you'll be able to see it. But It's crazy. I just watched a movie the other day. It ain't Catch Me If You Can. It's part 2. Now you see me, now you don't. Some shit, something is crazy. It's about these magicians and everything, and they be doing a lot of these tricks and running heists and everything, and they be using a lot of projection and holograms, and you think they right there, and they don't even be right there, but it be looking so real. I'm like, damn, like it made me think like they were saying that about the the Charlie Kirk situation. I'm like, man, like what if that really happened? You know what I'm saying? What if it was projected? Because if you think about it, after it happened, think about a crime scene went on. He just got splattered. All that shit supposed to came out his throat. But then people were saying it wasn't no blood on the ground or nothing. And my man that was right behind him took that, I don't know, was it a camera or a projector or what? Remember, he took it down right after the shit happened. Like, what would, like what made him be like, oh, I'm finna hurry up and take this down? Like, this a crime scene. Like, so I don't know, man. That shit just kind of, I don't know, man. Like, anything is possible these days. Like, stuff that you would think that's far-fetched, like, oh, ain't no way it can happen. Yes, it can. They be doing all type of shit.
Everybody, please give them space and everybody back up. Take a long look at them.
I think this monk situation is crazy too. You know what I'm saying? This monk, like walking, this peace walk, they walk like far as hell, all the way from like Texas to Louisiana and Mississippi and all these different places. There's in Atlanta, and they still going. I guess they're going to Washington, D.C., but like that is crazy. Like I heard of Rashad Jamal. He just did a little thing a few days ago from jail where he was talking about this monk walk. And he was saying, like, some can't believe everything. Some of the stuff that they showing us through the media and on news and everything is not actually the real monks. It's like crisis actors. That's what he said. I don't know. Cause he was like, ain't no monks. Cause the monks that they showing on the TV and the media and everything, they stopped and stayed at a lodge, like a hotel lodge. And he was like, man, ain't no monks staying at no damn lodge and all this. They live in mountains and all this type of stuff. So I don't know, but it is crazy, the timing of this and everything. But if it's for a good cause, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. Elaine, Sindel, DJ, salute to everybody, man. Good seeing all y'all.
The monks walking for world peace is teaching me these things. They're teaching me that spirituality isn't flashy. Community is key. It's not about what you say. It's about what you do. Also, what I'm learning from them is it's about living your truth, walking in your peace, and speaking your peace. They're not bragging about being the chosen ones. They're not pushing their belief systems,
right,
and belittling others to make themselves feel superior. They are living a simple, humble life. And by them living in their truth and walking in their peace, the world feels it, sees it, and respects it. And remember, the only way out is in. Peace.
34 bodies in just 1 year. Houston's bayous are giving up their secrets and the city is terrified. Last week alone, 3 more bodies were pulled from the water. That brings the 2025 total to 34 nearly, breaking last year's record. While the manners of death vary, the sheer volume has sparked a viral firestorm. Locals and tourists are asking, is there a serial killer on the loose? One tourist told reporters the news has traveled, so far that even people in Nevada are talking about. Buffalo Bayou, people are saying the math isn't mathing. Police urge caution, claiming the deaths are unrelated and fueling online rumors is dangerous. But as the body count rises, the fear isn't going away. Is this a tragic coincidence or something more sinister? Let us know in the comments.
Breaking news, 3 more bodies have been found in the Houston bayous. Speculation of an SK in the Houston area started in late September. This was after 5 bodies had been found in the Houston bayous in a 5-day span. However, authorities have said those rumors are not true. They said that this is not a new phenomenon and that it is particularly caused by the volume of deaths by homeless people. However, many of these individuals were not homeless. 20-year-old Jade, who studied at the University of Houston, was found in September. 22-year-old Kevin was found last June. An attorney said that they all did not take their own lives and that they all did not accidentally drown.
That's
saying, quote,
crazy.
"It's ridiculous. There's been so many of them in the last 3 years." In 2025, authorities have publicly confirmed the passing of 24 individuals. A retired NYPD officer said that the sheer number of cases and the fact that a few of them could be connected and that the percentage of some of them being connected is pretty high. According to KTRK, the number of bodies found in the waterways in 2025 was 34. On Monday, another body was found in the Buffalo Bayou. The deceased individual was recovered after someone spotted the body and called 911. That same day, another body was found in a different part of the bayou.
Damn.
And lastly, there was a person found on Christmas Eve. To stay up to date on this case, make sure you click the playlist below. I'll keep you guys updated. What do you think? Drop in the comments.
That shit must be like a body dump. That must be where they go and just, or it's a serial killer or something going around or something. I don't know, but that's wild, man. That's a lot of people, man. Within that year, in a short period of time, in these last few months of people just being found in there, like they need to figure that out. That's crazy work right there. Mad Pax, what up, Big Amp? What's good, fam? Damn, that Danny, you say my wife said she heard that they are missing organs. That'd be crazy. Of course they ain't gonna report that. That's probably what's going on, but they ain't gonna put it on the air like that. They ain't gonna put it in the media like that. Y'all see this that fog that was out in Vegas. I was telling you about. It's still out here. Today it's foggy again. The fog from Cali that made its way over here. I don't know what they trying to do to us. Man, that's how they be getting. That's how they be getting the satellites up there. That's what they be doing. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. If it's real or not. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Keep the algorithm jumping. Let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. That's crazy work right there.
If you look at the economics of agriculture anywhere in the country, but certainly where I live, what we're doing is we're eating food that is subsidized massively by government to bring it in thousands of miles. That makes it tradable in Wall Street, okay? And we'll get into that. It's absolutely subsidized massively by the food stamp program. Including for people who don't have jobs because the dairy farms all shut down and killed the jobs. But the population is being poisoned. And there is a serious long-term decline. And that long-term decline creates enormous amounts of pharmaceutical profits that are traded on Wall Street. But you have a poisoned population that is slowly dying and losing cognition ability.
She definitely on to something. all this bullshit that they've been putting in the food, all this bioengineered shit that they've been putting out here, and everybody been eating these fast food restaurants and everything. We probably can't see it with the naked eye, but she right. Slowly but surely, it's probably been a decline in the population over here for sure. People getting unhealthy. Like, it's crazy. And it's crazy how they be pushing all that unhealthy shit on like TikTok and some of these social media sites. Like they be pushing these pages out where people be 600-700 pounds, eating mukbangs, making noises and shit. And for some reason, I be watching it sometimes. I'm like, man, why the fuck am I watching this shit, man? Like, it's like it's like they tricking us or something, man. This shit crazy.
Star that was floating around in space. They've erased your memory like they do when you die and you go into the light. They recycle you and they erase your memory and place you back into an embryo. Listen to me, people. This is real shit. You need to wake the fuck up, okay? You're a star at your heart. You've been cubed, okay? Your kundalini is a trap. You're a free energy machine and you can't detect it. Now you're forced to take a shit, get horny, get hungry, get a pain in your heart, a frog in your throat. Your feet, where your souls are, okay? 2 below you, 3 above you. Listen, you can put this shit together, people. They rub a lot of stuff in your faces called lesser magic. It takes your blood off of their hands, all right? You've been worshiping Saturn along with everybody else. You take your energy from the one true sun and plant an animal, and then you feed it directly to the black hole sun. That's all you do, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You breathe Satan's chemical air. You drink his fluoridated water. You eat his poison and rich foods. And when I say Satan, I mean Saturn. Saturn is obviously, there's a cult on Earth.
Trump was put in by the bankers to get the control grid. He is moving very, very fast. First, he's getting the Real ID implemented very aggressively. Real ID. To do a control grid, you need a very high quality precision national ID. And he's got Kristi Noem out there pushing the Real ID like there's no tomorrow. The feds are pushing it. The second thing you need is an all digital financial system. So you got to kill cash and you got to make everybody interact digitally. He's canceled pennies, but he's also canceled now. You know, normally I pay my taxes with paper, and now he's saying, no, you got to do everything digital. He's trying to, if you go through that list, I've got 50 different items of what he's doing. If you think this is improvement, you have another thing coming. This is going to be the digital equivalent of the pallets of cash sent to Iraq. You're literally going to tender for the global population, try and get everybody off of their local currency into stable coins, and you're going to pump out massive amounts of private credit to make it really attractive.
And you don't think the BRICS would try to compete with this?
I think as soon as you pass the Genius Act, it can go very, very fast. You could really see the world rock. Trump and Musk are implementing the control grid at high speed. To do a control grid, we need a digital ID implemented that's very high quality, high precise. Check the box. We need an all digital financial system. Check the box. You know, we need a way of doing interoperable money. Check the box. We need a social credit system. To me, I want to build a social credit system that can be used to enforce control against the American people and basically lock them down with both enforcement and social credit. I would privatize it. I would just take it and put it in private AI with XAI and Palantir AI.
Let's get it.
Hey, y'all, I just thought about something. Be careful with these credit cards too, y'all. Like, I got a good credit score, so I be getting credit cards all the time. They be sending me shit in the mail like, hey, you know what I'm saying? And I just thought about something. That's a way how they go get a lot of people to be able to like take control and have something hanging over a lot of people's heads. They go be probably offering this credit to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we give you a credit card, $10,000 credit card. Some shit gonna be looking so attractive to some people. They go be like, yeah, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? The interest rate probably be a little high, but you like, shit, 10,000, like they don't care. And then you in debt with these people and they got something hanging over you, like, yeah, you owe us, you know what I'm saying? So, and cause all of a sudden, like this last year, you know, like I'm talking about heli credit cards. I'm talking about they be sending all type of shit. Like, yeah, I'm like, man. And sometimes it be getting me sometimes. I'm like, damn, you know what? 15, 20 bands? Like pre-approved? But don't do it. Don't fall into it because that's probably a way of how they finna get this shit rolling. You feel what I'm saying? For real, for real. It's crazy where she owning something for sure. And Trizzy has been moving fast. You see they doing the digital ID. You see they messing with the currency. Like a lot of stores going cashless. Like you can't even pay with cash at a lot of stores now. So she definitely owning something. And my boy Trizzy said it wasn't gonna be no war under him. But he sure is looking like he's trying to start a war and shit, man. He said it wasn't gonna be no war, but he been doing a lot of stuff looking like he might trying to start something.
Into something weird that I've been noticing. And listen, I'm not saying this is the end of the world or anything like that. When you start seeing the richest people on earth quietly buying up land in the same few places all at the same time, yeah, that's a pattern you shouldn't ignore. I'm talking New Zealand, underground fortresses in the Rockies, private islands in the Pacific, doomsday condos buried inside missile silos. And these aren't rumors, my friends. These are documented. I'm talking about billionaires like Peter Thiel, who was the first investor in Facebook and the co-founder of PayPal. He's worth about $24 billion. This dude bought a whole chunk of New Zealand and literally received citizenship in record time. We're talking about billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Meta, worth about $204 billion. He's buying up even more land in Hawaii. Tech founders, hedge fund billionaires, CEOs like OpenAI co-founder Sam Altman. A lot of them are suddenly obsessed with resilience communities, sustainable off-grid homes, and geopolitical retreat properties. These are the actual terms being used. Companies like Rising S Bunkers, Opidium, and Vivos. Bro, these companies are booked out. Some of these bunkers look nicer than 5-star hotels. We're talking blast-proof, EMP-proof, years of food, medical bays, even underground pools, dude. That's not prepper stuff. That's given we know something you don't know energy. And the crazy part, they're all choosing the same regions. Why? Because if you listen to the scientists, not conspiracy theories, they'll tell you the safest places during global instability, natural disasters, or power grid failures. Now, let's add up the parts no one's talking about. These spots line up perfectly with what AI models have been predicting since like 2018. Risk maps, climate migration maps, resource conflict maps. Bro, even insurance companies use this data. They know where things get bad first. So, imagine being a billionaire with access to private AI models we'll never see. Models that simulate the world 1,000 different ways. And if every time the safest places are the same, you'd probably move too. There's also a political angle to all this, because suddenly there's a wave of former world leaders, diplomats, and people from intelligence agencies buying properties in Chile, Argentina, Switzerland, and yep, New Zealand again. All quiet, all private, no tours, no interviews. And here's the part that hits me. Ordinary people get told, hey, everything's fine. Meanwhile, the richest 0.01% are building underground kingdoms with air filtration systems that make NASA look broke. Look, nobody's saying some exact date like 2030 hits and the sky starts falling. But it is strange that people with the most information, the most data, the most AI predictions, the most global connections are the ones running to remote places, miles underground, with enough supplies to live for years.
It's crazy because listening to this, I don't know if y'all seen the series, the TV series called Fallout, but that's what happened. They went underground and they tricked everybody. They made it seem like everything above ground was bad. You can't even breathe up there. Radiation was bad and everything, and it really wasn't. But they tricked everybody, and then they took control of everybody. They was underground in these different. They called them was it districts? No, they called them like 33. Like they had different numbers. It was like different people staying in these different things, and they was all underground bunkers. And man, it's crazy. Like y'all gotta see it. Fallout. And it made me think about that. Like, man, fuck going underground, man. We better fight above ground while we can and see what we can do. You go under there, they definitely go take control. Probably put the vaults. That's what they was called, Devoid vaults. Vault 33 or Vault 31 and Vault. They had different numbers and everything. It was crazy.
So yeah, maybe it's the climate, maybe it's geopolitics, maybe it's AI spitting out something no one's ready for.
But one thing is for sure, the elites don't make random moves. Everything they do is calculated, and they protect themselves first. They always have, they always will. And if they're preparing escape routes, maybe we should be paying attention.
Hey, hold on, man. I gotta look at it and see. I gotta look at that. What was it called? Let me share my screen. I think what they said it was called Vivos. Yep, there you go, right there. I gotta see this for myself, see if it's real. Wow, y'all. This is the website to it. This shit sounds just like from Fallout, the Fallout TV series too.
It's been 1 century, and I've lived down this line. It's in your
Yeah, this shit weird right here. Epic Humanitarian Project, the size of a city. Look, man, this is crazy. Vivos, Indiana. Man, oh my God, man. That's how you know it's real. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how you know it's real, man.
Carve out a world beneath our feet. DUMBs, D-U-M-B, cities, deep underground military bases. Hidden sanctuaries for the same elite orchestrating the global collapse. While we suffer, they vanish below, armed, fed, and safe. They didn't build shelters, they built a civilization beneath the ground without us. Maglev trains, zero-point energy, genetically engineered food, sealed cities, all funded with our taxes. Black budgeted by agencies like HUD and the DOD, buried from oversight and defended by secrecy. Catherine Austin Fitz blew the whistle, not a theorist, but a former high-ranking official.
That's crazy work. Hey, Big Ant, it is. That's crazy you said that. You said vault sounds like you're locked in. They are locked in. Like you got to have a code and pressing the code. I'm just like talking from the TV series Fallout, but like the people do be locked in. Like you got to put a code in to open it up and be able to get out and everything. So that's probably why they call them vaults and everything. Like once you in that motherfucker, you ain't getting out. You know what I'm saying? Unless the high-ranking people with the codes open it up or something, but that shit crazy.
Or deep underground military bases up until not very long ago were considered conspiracy theories. I recently had people laugh when I told them about DUMBs. Most of the rationale is that there's no way our government could pull that off. Well, you can get a lot of stuff done when you use trillions of dollars. If you have not listened to the interview with Catherine Fitz on Tucker Carlson's show, I highly suggest that you do.
The things I've looked at in the process of looking at where all this money is going is the underground base and city infrastructure and transportation system that's been built. And
I'm sorry? Yes, Tucker, bases, cities, and transportation.
So we have built an extraordinary number of underground bases. And
hey, rah. The vaults and all that shit be sealed. Can't no water get in there. Like it's sealed and everything. So like if it was flooding outside and everything, like I'm just talking about from the series, the TV series Fallout. Like it can't no water or nothing get in there because it be sealed up. It's sealed up. It's like underground city. Everything's sealed. Ain't nothing getting in. Ain't nothing getting out.
Supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more. So
I think many more than what we know about, and also many more than we can imagine. I'm just going to put my own opinion in here. I think they're connected by cave systems and by interstates. I think under the interstates there are tunnels that connect these bases. I mean, who owns the ground underneath the highways? I know somebody personally who has worked in one of these DUMBs, and it is not on the map. He talked about going 13 levels under the ground and having to decontaminate himself before going underground. I'm just so glad that this topic is going mainstream, and go listen to that interview.
Underground tunnels that run through the whole world. A dude got from like California to New York in like an hour or something like that.
You can look this up. There's a patent for a MAGLEV train. It's a magnetically levitated train that can travel from East Coast to West Coast in under an hour. I've interviewed people who said they took this train. The patents are public information. They exist. Throughout history, there have been several cataclysms that took place on the planet. In order for people to survive these cataclysms, they have to go underground. That's why across the world, you see these empty underground networks and cities that were built for this. There's a tribe in America called the Hopi tribe, Native Americans. In their creation story, there's a group called the Ant People. They said the Ant People came from underground and gave them knowledge and taught them information on how to survive the cataclysms on the surface. In order to be able to live subterranean, you gotta have approval. That's where all of these stories come from. We seen a whistleblower come out and said the government spent $21 trillion on building underground cities in case of an extinction event. All across America, we hear people coming out, yo, I hear loud booms and banging underground. That's what's going on down there. And then you see Elon Musk, he has his boring company. Elon Musk goes all through Vegas just for his electric vehicles. That same technology, there are patents for that, to build these underground tunnels. Those are all patented information. You can look this up. They don't allow this information to be used in free technology because it would give a great imbalance to the power structures across the world with the international bankers. Because if you can use magnetic elevation, basically anti-gravity, for travel, that would completely eliminate the use for coal, fossil fuels. All of those billionaires' net worth would drop in a matter of minutes. That's why they keep us in this matrix with one set of science when they know other sets of science definitely exist.
That's crazy work, man. It's a lot going on underground. And the super rich, the super elites, they know exactly what's going on. Like that lady, Catherine Fitz, she said it. She said, like, they spent, and she was working under the Bush and some other administration. Like, she ain't just coming out just saying this shit. Like, kind of like the series Paradise, when the lady was like, I want y'all to build me an underground city. They're like, what? How? And she like, well, she basically told them, like, we already started it. And she showed them, and shit, they was building a whole underground functioning big ass city with vegetation and everything, like a sun up under there and everything. It looked like it's regular on above the ground, but it was under. Like, I believe it. I believe this shit is happening. I believe they definitely got some of these underground cities and vaults, bunkers, all this shit. Like, they got it. For real, for real. And then I just thought, I'm thinking about, like, why do Elon got all these tunnels out here in Vegas? And then, got that one going from Vegas to Cali and all that, but only for his cars, though. Only for the Teslas and everything. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's keep it going. Charisma was good. Crazy, man. Crazy, y'all. And if you don't believe there's no underground cities, we just went to a website to show you that they can build some luxurious bunkers and stuff. Like, so if you know they can build that underground, just imagine what they can do. You know what I'm saying? You know they can do it.
Leads into another thing that I want to talk about, which is we've talked about it a couple times, but like underground cities. Yeah. This lady, the Tucker Carlson interview.
Yes. I don't know what this is.
This is nuts. Okay. Former Bush administration official, Catherine Fitz. She was just on Tucker Carlson's podcast. Cool. And she did this really deep dive. She said it took 2 years to find all these connections with somebody else. I forget who it was. But basically, they uncovered of what they know of are all these major underground cities that the U.S. has been building since 1988.
Pardon? Dude, what?
With a total of what they found, paper trail, they've spent over $21 trillion on underground systems and cities, funded through 2 decades of unaccounted federal spending. Money that vanished from the ledgers of the Department of Defense and the Department of Housing and Urban Development between 1988 and 2015.
What's happening? All this
And you better believe some of our tax dollars is in that too. You better believe it.
money is disappearing. They can't account for it.
And she says, for sure, with what they know, is that there are 170 underground cities under the entirety of the U.S. and in the ocean.
Right now, there are 131 active deep underground military bases in the United States. Each one has an average cost of $17 to $19 billion. My colleague, Al Bielek, has actually been on some of the high-speed railways, magneto-leviton trains that connect all the deep underground military bases within the United States. He's been on a Mach 2 train, floats off of a single rail at a 3/4 of an inch off the rail, and what you call high tech. We have nothing like this on the surface. The public basically has been totally lied to. We're considered stupid or even moronic in some cases. They must tell us the truth. If they cannot do this, then they must be impeached.
That's crazy. Hey, you're right, Charisma. That's what I just said. Like that the series Paradise, it show everything. It show everything. Like
what's that?
When I was watching, I was just like, wow. Cause when she had my man in, when she was talking to him and shit, like, and they were like, what you want? And shit, like, I want y'all to build me an underground city. And my man was looking at her like, what? Like, how the fuck are we gonna do that? Like, that's impossible. And she was like, we already started it. And she took them and showed them and everything. And then from there, shit, I guess they was getting it together. They started getting it together. And like I said, it looked like a functioning everything, vegetation up under there, everything, like a regular city. You like, damn. So just imagine, you know, I'm sure that they got the means to make it happen in real life, man. Like, that shit crazy. And then Fallout, the other series, it explains like if something did happen, like a big nuclear type thing where everybody needs to go under or whatever, like is this what all these underground cities for or what? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This shit crazy out here when you get to thinking about some of this stuff. I know some of this stuff is so far over our heads and everything, but gotta tap into it.
A former Bush official came out saying that they built an underground city secretly for $21 trillion. Okay. Yeah, her name is Catherine Austin Fitts. Now, she says that it's not just your regular tunnel with a bunch of concrete and it's just kind of plain Jane. No, she said this is a luxury city built under the United States. Okay. She said that these cities even go out under the ocean. Okay. She said that this was built specifically for the rich in case there was an extinction event for humankind. Which leads us to believe that they know something that we don't. She stated that the transportation down there is way more advanced than the transportation we have up here. Oh boy. She said that it has everything we have up here, but it's way nicer, and they even have schools, hospitals, and jails. Oh boy.
When we drove through this locked gate in rural Indiana, we never could have imagined what was deep beneath the ground.
Open sesame.
A massive underground bunker, big enough to comfortably sleep 80 people, with all the luxuries of home, plush sofas, a top-of-the-line kitchen, even video games.
You know, 80 people, everybody should be able to get a shower. Right now, we're looking for more mechanical skill.
Look how luxury this underground bunker is. So if you know if they creating shit like this, just imagine, y'all.
The luxury bunker is California businessman Robert Vecino's creation. He owns Vivos, what he calls the largest survival community.
He owns Vivos, y'all. The website we just went to, this the dude who owned it right here. That's why his shit's so fresh and luxury.
On Earth.
That's a functional door.
And while it looks nice, it's all about survival from a natural or man-made disaster. Bomb blast doors, generators, water filtration.
Well, we have a couple of these.
They're prepared for just about anything. If there was a tsunami and this entire area was underwater, how would you stay alive?
Pray. No. We
Pray, yes, but what
no,
else?
we designed the shelter to be sealed up like a submarine.
Vecino says there's enough gas, food, and supplies to last a year. There's even a grow room to farm vegetables. It's prepping for doomsday with a luxurious twist.
They're super comfortable. You will have your best night's sleep here.
We're spending the
Hey, that was one thing in the series too, though. They was running out of food. They was running out of shit to eat, and they started like creating. It's crazy because they started bioengineering, creating shit that they can eat. That's crazy.
night. I'm on the bottom bunk. My producer Allison is up on the top bunk. It's very, very quiet in here, and when you turn the light off, it's pretty much pitch black.
All right, so I just woke up. It was, I guess, kind of cozy sleeping, but also a little bit like sleeping in a dungeon, I would say.
I think people see Mark Zuckerberg building this bunker in Hawaii, and the government builds bunkers, and other rich people build bunkers, and they wonder, what do these people know that we don't know?
They know a lot, okay? This is a form of insurance. It's life assurance, not insurance. It's to assure that you and your family members, if so be it, are going to survive.
Man, what about everybody? Everybody ain't gonna be able to do this shit.
Ground shelter network. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson are racing each other to see who can reach space and other planets first. And while those men are looking up, others in the ultra-rich community are looking down. Robert Vincino is the founder of the Vivos Group, a Southern California enterprise responsible for building a nationwide network of survival shelters for 2012, the coming encounter of Apophis in 2029, or whatever and whenever the need may come. To date, the company's first underground complex has started construction near Barstow, California. About 400 feet below the surface, each nuclear blast-proof facility is engineered to withstand surface temperatures reaching 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 days. A force magnitude 10 earthquake, water...
Hey, D-Void, this just like Vortec in that series of Fallout, y'all. This just like it.
Submersion for up to 500 hours, or winds of up to 450 miles an hour, as well as radiation, biological, or chemical attack. As the apocalypse may come in many forms, the shelters are also made to withstand the pressure of 90-pound hailstones traveling at a speed of 100 miles an hour, a 50-megaton airburst detonated 20 miles away, and in the event of social anarchy, the compound may even serve as an armed fortress. Each shelter will hold up to 200 people, each with approximately 100 square feet of personal space, and will be equipped with enough food, clothing, medicine, fuel, water, and survival gear for one whole year.
Wow.
A well-stocked menu of freeze-dried foods, an urgent medical and dental care center, and a large wardrobe inventory will be among some of the amenities. There are current plans to build 20 shelters around the nation, each within 150 to 200 miles of a major metropolitan area. When fully completed, Vivos will accommodate 4,000 people, as if it's a modern-day Noah's Ark for those who can afford it. It's also encouraging universities to donate DNA samples of every living thing on Earth to be stored in their refrigerated vaults.
Darren Kuyu is an amazing underground
That shit crazy, man.
city.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them, correct. And this one was discovered by a farmer. When they opened it up and went down there, it can hold up to 30,000 people, going down 12 stories deep into the ground.
To the water level.
Yes. And even areas for worshiping and cattle,
livestock,
and all of that. No sign of any collapse. 14,000 ventilation shafts leading to the highest levels to bring oxygen to the people at the deepest level.
And what is your
That's
hypothesis?
advanced technology, because when you have a ventilation shaft this wide, an inch or two wide, cutting through solid stone down 12 stories, what kind of tool can do that?
Yeah, that's interesting. Why would they build it, though? Why would they want to live underground?
Good question. All the cultures around the world, all the indigenous cultures have the same story. At some point, there was a disaster. It's not known if it was war or geological. It's not known.
So geological would be comets or something like that, and war would obviously just be a neighboring tribe.
Right.
Yeah.
So these people called the Ant people took them underground. The Lakota tribe, the Hopi tribe, the Aboriginals, the people of Egypt also. And go to the Cairo Museum, you see the Ant people depicted there. They took them to underground chambers. And then, of course, the people in Turkey, same story. They were taken underground. This structure was built to keep them alive, not by them, by the gods. Pretty interesting.
And why would the gods just stop whatever was going on?
We're talking about some people with big egos, you know. It was always, you know, I'm the best, I'm better than you, I got the most resources. At one point, how the war happened, when they came to this planet, they were forbidden to touch the WMDs, the weapons of mass destruction. This was his tablet, weapons of mass destruction. They stole some from Nibiru and brought them here and hid them in a mountain. But they then said, they swore that they would never use them. But then, of course, some of the relatives discovered them years later and decided to go get those weapons and use them, which created the evil wind on Earth, which started killing a lot of people. Enki went to his father, Anu, and said, can you stop the evil wind? And he goes, no, I can't. So get in your skyship and forebode. That means get the hell out of here.
So much of this isn't proven. Is there a part of you that goes, man, one day I might, well, one day, you know, we're all going to pass, and you might not know what really happened, what's really going on in the world?
It's a fact.
Does that frustrate you? Have you accepted that these things just can't be proven?
I see it like,
hey, one thing we can say, these underground cities, bunkers and vaults, whatever, that shit is proven. We just saw with our own eyes the owner of Vivos, who create these bunkers and everything, like show us a luxury spot that can hold up to like 4,000 people or whatever. So if he doing that and creating this, you know the government got some shit that's underground and everything. Like, this is crazy, man. Belinda, you right. Like, regardless, they can do all they want to do with all this shit, but all the underground cities and everything they want to build, when it's time, it's time. Like, it feel like they are trying to hide from something. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. This crazy work for real.
this. I'm planting seeds for trees that are going to grow that I'll never sit in the shade of.
Wow. And you're okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I've done my part. In the grand scale of things, in this incarnation, I feel like I've done my part.
Justified. What's particularly noteworthy is how these aren't merely bunkers. They're fully functioning underground cities designed for long-term occupation and governance. The question is, how many more exist that we have no idea about? If underground cities exist, then logically, there must be ways to reach them quickly, especially in emergencies. This brings us to one of the most persistent claims about America's underground infrastructure, the secret subway systems that are connecting important government facilities all across the United States, never having to jump on the interstate highway system and sit in traffic. We know for certain that Washington, D.C. has an official underground transportation system that's used by government officials.
Hey, so Rebel, you right. Not only underground, y'all, probably underwater as well, underwater bases. I definitely believe that too. For real, Dollar was good.
The Senate subway system connects the Capitol building with the Senate office buildings, allowing lawmakers to move quickly between locations without going above ground, dealing with us reporters asking tough questions. This system has been in existence since 1909 and has been gradually expanded and modernized. What's more intriguing is the rumored deeper system, sometimes called the tunnel, that allegedly connects the White House, the Capitol, and various government agencies with escape routes leading out of the city. While officials have never fully confirmed these tunnels exist,
we know that shit exists. Like, we know they got the tunnels under the White House and all that and everything. Like, we know that. It's proven. Like, they didn't show this in movies. People that spoke about it and everything. That shit is there.
Former government employees have occasionally referenced them. For instance, during the Cold War, plans were certainly drafted for emergency evacuation routes. It's reasonable to assume some were constructed. One partially confirmed underground transport system is the one beneath the U.S. Capitol building complex. Now, beyond the known subway system, security protocols include underground evacuation routes, and after the 9/11 attacks, additional security measures were implemented, including improved underground connections between these buildings. Now, these tunnels serve both practical daily functions and emergency escape purposes. More controversial, however, are the claims about a vast underground maglev train network that connects various deep underground military bases across the country. Yes, a magnetic levitating train that moves at supersonic speeds, just like the ones in China that are above ground, that get all the press and fanfare, that can travel nearly as fast as a Boeing 757. According to these theories, the United States government has developed high-speed underground trains capable of traveling hundreds of miles per hour through vacuum tunnels. These would theoretically allow for rapid deployment of personnel between facilities spread across the continent. Now, while no evidence proves the existence of such a network, there are some interesting facts to consider. The U.S. government has funded research into these transportation advanced technologies, including maglev systems. Patents exist for various underground high-speed transportation concepts. Additionally, tunnel boring technology has advanced significantly in recent...
Man, that's crazy work. Hey, Collins, 4416, you said, what happened to 3-Eye Atlas? All lies everywhere. I don't know what happened to 3-Eye Atlas. I thought it was supposed to be touching down, what they say, December 19th or whatever. Nah, ain't nobody talking about it no more. Remember, they was like, oh, we can see it. You can see it. Everybody talking about all this type of shit and everything. Like, man, they false alarm again. Just like the rapture. They talk about the rapture's finna come for. They had about 3-4 dates for that. That shit didn't ever happen. Then they had 3-Eye Atlas coming. They had about 3-4 dates for that. That shit didn't come. Shit weird, man. But one thing I can say is these underground cities, these vaults, these bunkers, they do exist, y'all. This ain't like cap. This definitely ain't no cap. This is real life going on, you know what I'm saying? And you probably tell some people and say, like, man, you know they got underground cities and bunkers. And some people look at you, they probably laugh and be like, man, you don't go with that conspiracy shit. But I think it's proven at this point, you know what I'm saying? But hey, like I said, if y'all want to get an idea of what I think is like what it's kind of like, man, check out that series called Fallout. I think it's 2 seasons. You gotta watch the first season. The first season gonna put you right on game from the jump. Like, oh, okay. This what's going on with these vaults and these bunkers and the underground cities and everything. Like, check that out, man. And watch the other series, Paradise. It's like a government series. They doing little stuff and they show you about the underground cities too, for real. But salute to everybody who tapped in, man. Stay on wave, take it day by day, protect your peace watching these videos, man. Keep that love around, keep that good energy around, keep vibrating those high frequencies. In the end, somehow, some way, with all this crazy stuff going on, we will win. You feel me? Salute to my content management moderators, everybody in the chat. I appreciate all y'all showing love, tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. It's your boy Thao, FamOverTV. Peace and love, health and wealth to everybody. I'll see y'all real soon, y'all. Peace.
FamOver.